My name is Doug Haveman, and I'm a co-owner of Mesquite Farm. I own the farm with my wife, and we farm grass-fed beef, pastured poultry, and pastured turkey, and now we're doing produce. So we are a training farm, one of the 2 training farms in Texas. We train veterans getting out of the military and into agriculture, how we do things on this farm. And it helps me. That was another reason I wanted to come to this farm, or create a farm and exist in that environment, because just being around the animals calms me down.
Melissa with Mesquite Farm. My husband and I have been living out here since 2016. We purchased the farm in 2007. We knew a long time, once we got out here, that teaching other people about this was something we really wanted to do, because traditional ag is obviously the norm, and that's not what we do, and we want to spread the word about how we farm and make it just as commonplace as traditional ag.
NRCS has been a great help, and Jason Katzmorick has been our representative since day one, and he helped us with our farm plan, what we call a farm plan, which is their conservation plan. He helped us a lot in understanding what was already on our land, what grasses grow here, what's our soil type, what's the weather like here year-round, what is it you're trying to do? He would ask those questions, right? And that conservation plan played into our total farm plan.
Jason Katzmorick, been with NRCS going on 16 years. I'm a district conservationist out of the Floresville field office in Texas. And I have worked with Melissa and Doug through some EQIP programs and also technical assistance, providing them with a conservation plan. Through EQIP, they applied for a high tunnel and also the livestock water pipeline to provide water distribution to their fields.
We actually did the livestock watering, EQIP, and the EQIP for the high tunnel. And Jason, when he came out, went through both of them with us at the same time. He's like, well, if you're gonna do them, you might as well do them at the same time and get the paperwork done. So we did. We walked through everything, and it was great.
Working with NRCS has been great, especially from my perspective of not being traditional ag. We've been in it when it was really ingrained in traditional ag, but now it's starting to incorporate non-traditional ideas, and watching that happen has been incredible. And like when we try to do an EQIP or something like that, it's like, well, it needs to be this way, and it's like, right, but that doesn't work with what we're trying to do. So how do we work together to make it work both ways, right? And so it's been watching that growth and that shift and that change has been really awesome.
Working with them, new ideas, different ideas that they bring to the table, and I would say it's a learning experience for us as NRCS, hearing those different ideas and putting those on the ground so they still fit our conservation standards and specs.
I wish I had known 5 years sooner of the programs that were available. We spent about $168,000 setting up a grass-fed beef operation on 20 acres of land. If we had used the programs that were available, if we had known about them, we'd have saved about 60% of that money.
It took us a lot of mistakes. It took a lot of mistakes to figure things out. And if we can help somebody else not make those same mistakes, then that's what we want to do. You know, we learn so much from watching others do things. And so that's part of the education piece, the part that we feel like doesn't always get talked about in farming.
Yes, Doug's always been very helpful to fellow veterans, because we'll have some contact with some, and he has always offered his assistance, phone numbers, conversations to work with any vets that we have come through the office that need a better understanding of NRCS programs, whether it be historically underserved, beginning farmer and rancher, or vets. He's always been a helpful hand in providing himself as a resource to help fellow producers, whether they're veterans or not.
Yeah, so when we started teaching for the Battleground program, I was absolutely staunch non-traditional ag, don't want anything to do with traditional ag. Now, after time, experience, I don't care what your model is. Farm, be in agriculture, produce food, feed people. It's what we do, it's that simple. But my biggest complaint is not, it's with people who are lumping agriculture in as not as intelligent as other people. It is us 1% feeding the other 99. So they need to know where their food comes from, and that comes from us. If you want to get it out of a grocery store, great. But understand that the grocery store didn't make that. A farmer did, or a rancher did. Not as dumb as people think we are.